blue, right?
And
I'm blue, right?
yeah.
Good morning, Burns Latino Studies Academy. Today is Thursday, March 7, 2019. Thanks for joining us on Burns Live.
Look for us on YouTube every school day morning at 8:35, except Tuesdays, early release Wednesdays, snow days, or if Dr. M is sick.
I think that covers every reason we won't be on air.
I'm Alec.
And I'm Linda, along with Sade with the weather. Together we are your Burns Live morning team.
We have 63 days until summer vacation and 57 days until the Boston trip.
Today's lunch menu is hamburger on a whole grain roll, lettuce and sliced tomato, oven baked yuca sticks, oven roasted cinnamon butternut squash, fruit choice, and milk choice. Did you know that baby carrots and low-fat dip are offered at lunch every day? That's a good thing.
March, is it really March? It's still so cold outside.
Cold isn't the word for it. I'm gonna speak with Sade and see what she can do to get some warm weather up in here in Hartford ASAP.
See if she can get rid of the snow while she's at it. I've had enough for this winter.
Well, you do know that spring is only 14 days away.
14 days. 2 short weeks until spring. I can't wait.
Wait, is that what you were going on about the last few times we were on the air? So tell me about your secret, boy. What do you know that you ain't telling?
I can't. Dr. M will destroy me with this withering stare.
Okay, I get it. He does have a kind of scary stare. What's up with that?
Well, maybe I can give you a hint. It is a special day for someone you know.
Wait, what? Who?
I've already said too much. Look, Dr. M is already staring at me.
Too bad, Alec. I'm going to get that secret out of you one way or another.
Can we move on to the word of the day?
Have you practiced how to pronounce it this time?
Yes, I have. Today's word of the day is secretive. The word secretive is an adjective and means of a person or organization inclined to conceal feelings or intentions or not to disclose information. Used in a sentence, Alec has been very secretive about some special information that is happening next Tuesday. Synonyms: uncommunicative, secret, unforthcoming, silent, non-communicative, quiet, tight-lipped, closed-mouthed.
Boy, you playing with the wrong girl.
Don't be mad at me. I just read what Dr. M writes.
You're lucky. Well, let's move on to the announcements.
Gladly, Dr. M, Mr. Cristofaro, Ms. Vasquez, Ms. Corbett, and the middle and 4th grade teachers are really proud of the way the students in 4th and 8th grade tackled the NAP exams during the past 2 weeks.
Dr. M said he received a call at home on Friday from the woman who came here to the administrator the assignment, and they said we did great.
I didn't think that assessment was that hard. Some things made me think, but overall it was pretty easy.
I agree. And now you get your pizza.
Finally, Dr. M said we will announce the pizza day on Monday along with the winners of the door contest.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the door contest for Black History Month.
Well, judging will take place Friday, tomorrow, afternoon between 2:45 and 3:30.
Dr. M and Mr. Brown are the judges, and like I said before, I don't even think of trying to bribe Mr. Brown with any cookies, cake, or chocolate.
True, he is above being bribed. Trust me, I've tried.
Dr. M wants everyone to know that technology audit is on hold until next week, as the computer team is busy with some housekeeping in room 217 in the library.
Miss Mayo said that we are approaching $150,000 and $1,500 in the end of the year trip fund.
That's good news, but we still have a long way to go.
Today and tomorrow will be our last 2 days of Extend Black History Month.
That doesn't mean that you should stop thinking or speaking about all the things that people of color have done to make this country what it is today.
One last thing before we get to Mr. Brown's Black History moment. Bring bring in your pennies. I know that you have plenty. I know that you have plenty. We are a long way from meeting the 550,000 penny challenge.
Unfortunately, Mr. Brown has been called away, and Dr. M is filling for him once again.
Hi, everyone. I'm a poor version of Mr. Brown, filling in for him. And today I wanted to talk to you about a man by the name of Nicholas Guillen. He was an Afro-Cuban born in Camagüey, Cuba, in 1902. He died in 1989 in Havana. He was a Cuban poet of social protest and a leader of the Afro-Cuban movement in the late 1920s and 30s. His commitment to social justice and membership in the Communist Party made him a national poet of revolutionary Cuba. Guillen read widely during his youth and abandoned law studies at the University of Havana in 1921 to concentrate on writing poetry. He was of mixed African and Spanish descent, and he combined a knowledge of traditional literary form with first-hand experience of the speech, legends, songs, and sons, which are popular dances, of the Afro-Cubans in his first volume of poetry, Motivos de Son, which was soon hailed as a masterpiece and widely imitated. Nicholas Guillen was a contemporary of Langston Hughes, who we spoke about last week. He wrote a lot of poetry during the 20s and 30s in Cuba. Here is one of his most popular poems where he speaks about the mixture of Spanish and African ancestry from which he was born. It's called The Ballad of My Two Grandfathers. Shadows that only I can see, my two grandfathers go with me. Lance with head of bone, drum of leather and of wood, my black grandfather. Rough round his broad throat, gray warrior's armor, my white grandfather. Naked foot, body of rock, these from my black man. Pupils of Antarctic glass, these from my white man. Africa of dank forests and heavy muffled gongs. I am dying, says my black grandfather. Black water of crocodiles, green morning of cocoa palms. I am weary, says my white grandfather. O sails of bitter wind galleon burning gold, I am dying, says my black grandfather. O coasts of virgin throats cheated with glass trinkets, I am weary, says my white grandfather. O pure sun of beaten gold, caught in the hoop of the tropics, O pure moon so round and clear over the sleep of monkeys. You can find the full poem posted outside the studio later today. One other thing that I want to talk about before we finish up. Yesterday was the 160 years since the Supreme Court ruling called the Dred Scott decision, which was one of the worst decisions the Supreme Court ever made. If you're interested in knowing what it is, ask Mr. Smith to help you look it up today. It's a horrible decision that really affected black people in the United States and around the world for over 160 years. So that's it for Black History. Why don't you guys come on back in and finish up today?
I was reading the poem earlier, and it's really powerful.
Yeah, who knew that old people could write such amazing poetry?
You know they weren't always old, right?
Of course, but it's hard to look at Dr. M and think of him as an 8th grader.
True, but you know he was at one time.
That must have been a long time ago. Did they even have schools back then?
Nope. Not even getting in the middle of this. Boy, you are on your own. Any birthdays?
You are not going to believe this, but yes, today is Naomi Lopez Rodriguez's birthday. We also miss Angelica Garcia's birthday on the 4th and Jaden Montanez's birthday on the 3rd. Make sure you wish them all a happy birthday when you see them.
Finally, I was getting ready to start making up people so we could have some birthdays to read. So, what is with all this really cold weather, Sade? You promised us spring, and warmer weather. What's up?
Silent, but the weather something has a mind of its own. Hi, I'm Sinead, and here's today's weather forecast live from Burns Latino Weather Center. Linda is right. It's been really cold the last few days. Last night we dropped down to the single digits around Hartford. That's more like January weather than the beginning of March. Today won't be much warmer than yesterday, and we'll still have some breezy weather outside. The high today will only get about to 29 degrees, and it will take all day to get it there. It will be mostly sunny this morning, but turning cloudy during the afternoon. Our rooftop temperatures this morning is a bracing of 17.8 degrees, and the winds from south-southwest at 2.0 miles per hour, and occasional gusts to 3.4 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is also 17.8 degrees due to the light winds we have right now. The dew point is very low at 2 degrees this morning. The humidity average is 49%. The thermometer is slowly rising now to 30.11 inches this morning. Hopefully we'll get a break of this cold weather pattern by the weekend. High summer will be above freezing for the first time in a few days, but the skies will remain cloudy throughout the day as Friday. Saturday, some warmer weather will begin to sneak into the area from south as the jet stream returns to a normal early spring pattern, except some rain on Sunday with highs of 45 degrees next week. Looks great so far, but stay tuned for my forecast on Monday to get caught up for the week. Retail looks like a big go today with sunny skies and bitter cold temperatures around 26 degrees. Wear hats, scarves, and mitts if you go. Basically, just bundle up. Sunrise this morning was at 6:16 a.m. Since this evening will be at 5:47 p.m. Today's weather word is daylight saving time. This Sunday, March 10th, we'll turn our clocks forward 1 hour. Daylight saving time was began in 1985 and gives us an opportunity to enjoy sunny summer evenings, but moving our clocks an hour forward into the spring. Do you know that birds have their own weather station right up on the roof? Our station can use for daily temperatures and the wind charge for your classroom. Teachers, email Dr. M for the link. Science isn't amazing. That's all for today. Back to you guys.
Wrapping up today's broadcast, we would like everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
This morning we have Tyrone and Liz from Mr. Zanzi's class joining us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Respect yourself, respect others, and respect the environment.
Make the day a great one or not, the choice is up to you.
Tune in to our next broadcast on Friday at 8:35 a.m.
Burns Live is out.